Hello and welcome to CoastCast. My name's Chop and this is episode 1. We've started recording here, as you can hear. We're doing it from the Salt Market. We're a few weeks away. As you can see, we've got John here, promoter. And we'll just to give you all a heads up of what's going to be happening. If you've never been to a CoastFest before, really what's to look forward to, what we're going to be doing. And basically, if this is your first time, I'm going to just sort of like, in this first episode, give you an introduction to John, what he's started and how he's got it going and what to look forward to in the next few weeks, John, haven't we?
Yes, plenty to look forward to. Busy few weeks for us, but really excited, really looking forward to it.
Yeah. So really the first thing we're gonna start right from the beginning. And one of the first things I wanted to ask John today really is, what was the first thing that got you into music that made you want to start really promoting, and what was your first inspirations?
Well, the first thing what got us into music really was years and years ago, just being at school and stuff, and you started listening to the old all the rave stuff and all that in high school, and obviously we've got like Hixie on the lineup this year, which is like a proper, maybe it's even a selfish booking by me, like, but people seem to have really like the fact that it's got the Saturday night's a bit more of like a nostalgia night, you know, like for all the dance stuff. And then I started getting it. My cousin Craig, he doesn't know this because his head will get too big. He gave us some CDs over the summer holidays. It was Oasis, Morning Glory, Stereophonics' first 2 albums, which are all phenomenal. A couple of rap albums as well, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style and stuff. And I listened to them like all through the summer. And I came back to school and I was like, I'm into this, you know.
Was that your first like memory of music? Was it?
That's pretty well. I mean, apparently I knew all the words to Bohemian Rhapsody when I was 2.
Right.
But apart from that,
yeah.
It's like my first memory and stuff. And then when I was like 16, 17, I joined a band. I set up a band like with my pals called The Acoustics, a very original name, I know.
Yeah.
And we did some gigs and stuff. And then there was this one day, I ended up working on the door at one of the gigs. And I was like, I quite like this. It's like, I quite like the organisational process of it, you know. Yeah. And then I just started putting on small gigs in pubs and stuff from then on, and since then I've done loads of like touring stuff. I've worked with some amazing touring artists like your Cribs and your Peter Doherty's and stuff like that. And just before lockdown, me and my pals Neil and Richie were in my bar, Alfie and Finn's at the time, and we had come up with an idea, because all the best ideas come when you're in the pub, aren't they?
No, obviously, yeah.
And we decided to do a music festival. And we put out some posts on social media, and the response was overwhelming.
Like feelers?
Yeah, some feelers, see what was happening. And then we ended up raising some money before lockdown. But
today's sponsor of the podcast is Quinn's Retreat.
Quinn's Retreat are a brilliant charity who help people who have been bereaved by suicide. They have caravans across the region and in Cumbria, who give respite to families who've been bereaved by suicide. So please go and check them out and support those guys, because they do fantastic work in the community and fantastic work for CoastFest as well.
Great chaps. Right, back to the pod. That's it. You said lockdown. Does that mean when you were doing the live streams during lockdown?
Yeah. Well, that's how we met Quinn's Retreat for the first time, which is one of the charities. What you've just seen about there in the little break. Me, Richie, and Neil were DJing. We used to run something called Our Little Indie Night. And it was amazing because we used to bring all the guest DJs. We had Rick Whitler from Shed 7, we had Bez, which was absolute carnage, from Happy Mondays, loads of other DJs, Joe Talbot from Idols and stuff used to come down and used to DJ with us in little pubs and stuff around North Shields, you know.
Yeah.
And when lockdown came, and to stop us going insane, basically, we decided that we were going to go online and raise money for charities, because back then there was a donation link on Facebook when you were DJing. And we raised nearly £20,000 for different charities, which was amazing. I mean, obviously we did, the public did. We were just keeping ourselves sane, you know.
Yeah.
But Quinn's Retreat were one of the beneficiaries of that, and I've stayed in contact with those guys ever since. And if I'm honest with you, the festival wouldn't be happening this year without Quinn's Retreat, because they've been so good as a support mechanism. They have given us like domino cards to raffle off holidays, because what Quinn's Retreat is it's a charity that looks after families who have been bereaved by suicide and gives them a chance to go away on holiday, and just basically give these families something nice to look forward to, you know. So it's really nice to be able to still be working with those guys.
And they're sponsoring the festival, aren't they?
And they're sponsoring the festival, yeah. So it's amazing, man. They're amazing people, Tracy and David and all their team. They're absolutely fantastic, you know.
So how did that go from doing the thing in lockdown to now we're going to start putting this festival on?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, like I say, like it came out the back end of it, and everyone was dead busy. And I thought, I'm just going to put something new on, because I mean, how long were we in lockdown for?
it was up a long time, enough.
So things have moved on, and I just put a post out, and then once again, it was just overwhelming the amount of people who wanted to come and like attend a music festival in North Shields. So we did it. And we started we had loads of people come forward, sponsorships, whether it be financially or support in kind, and the community were amazing. Like the community, like it sounds a bit cliche, like the community pulled us together and stuff like that, but
if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here.
If it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be anything. You know, even now we've got a CoastFest volunteers group. We've got the CoastFest divvies because they're all knackers in their own way.
It's on mute, that group, mind you.
You're already but they're all brilliant, you know, and everyone's got like the kind of expertise what they bring to the table, and we're just here to put on a great event in North Shields, and kind of like we're really lucky to be here after four. Well, it's going into our fourth year. We're really lucky. It's been a really difficult ride, both physically, mentally, and financially. But yeah, we're
getting the first one. Was that the hardest part? Was just getting or was it more? Have you found later on since you've started doing them, like the first one wasn't as bad as what I thought, but the more that you put into it now is a lot harder.
Yeah, I think logistically now we've got it nailed. Like logistically, we know what we're doing. It's always difficult because these things cost money.
Yeah.
We have to apply for all sorts of grants. We very, very rarely get them. We've got to look for sponsors. We've got amazing sponsors this year, as we have done in the past. We've had fantastic sponsors like your Sunday for Sammy's, and then there's a few local businessmen and stuff and businesswomen who they probably don't want to be named, but they've been really, really helpful towards us. And yeah, we haven't had it easy. We've really had our backs against the wall most of the time, but we're still here and we're still going, which is quite.
Who was the first headliner that you know when you come to do that first festival? Who was the first one you went? I'm just going to give it a go, see if I can get this one for the first one.
I really wanted to keep the local vibe.
Right.
On the first year, for at least one of the artists.
So did you have a local in mind for that first one?
Well, we had Liam Fender.
Right.
At first, and then when more finances came through the door, we hired the Future Heads to come and play on a Saturday night, which was absolutely fantastic. Like they're like such a great band, and like the local. I wanted to kind of keep a bit of localness. Is that a word? I don't
Community feel.
Yeah, kind of. And they were fantastic. They absolutely smashed it, man. To be fair, I've seen them out loads of times. That was probably one of the best times I've ever seen them. To be fair.
Well, you would be because it's like this is mine this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I get that, but like I don't know. I think it was more of like a relief. I'd like we'd actually done it, and it was the festival was running, and the Future Heads were brilliant. But I've worked with Judge Jules loads of times in the past as well, and he always brings a good crowd, and he knows how to get the crowd going and stuff. So I had Judge Jules as my first ever headliner for CoastFest because he did about Friday night. That was
a great to see you've worked with Judge Jules behind you. That's a great one. That
I mean, he's a legend, isn't he? But it's like it was so difficult with that weather on that first night. Like it literally rained from the second that opened the gates. Yeah. Not just rain, torrential.
Sound check, absolutely fine. I mean, at 5:30, we were absolutely we were going through the sound check, and no rain was nothing. It was blue skies, to be fair, and then it was literally 5 to 6. Someone blew. Have you seen that over there? Oh, different. And like you say, it was as soon as the gates opened, bang.
It was a monsoon.
Yeah.
But people still came out.
It didn't matter, did it?
Nah. People came out. The people in North Shields were fantastic. They came out and they had ponchos on. They had, and they were just jumping about the field, having the best time ever. You know, and it was fantastic. You know what it is? At the end of the night, when it was all done, it was 11 o'clock, and I was walking up towards the gate to close it, and it was still chucking down. I literally locked it, put the key in the padlock, locked it, halfway back up, walking towards the site, rain stopped, and I was like, you fucking twat.
Did you have the caravan that year?
I didn't have the caravan.
Were you intense that year?
No, no, I wasn't intense. I had a camper van borrowed from a friend that year,
right?
Which was very, very helpful. But yeah, it was.
And I can't remember. Was it Saturday? Was that full of rain, or was that quite sunny on the Saturday?
Saturday was okay. Saturday wasn't too bad. It was it was like intermittent showers.
Yeah.
And the Sunday was really windy. I had Mystery Jets headline on a Sunday night, which are a big indie band from the noughties.
Wasn't there something where they thought you might have to cancel because of the wind, or was that later on?
No, that was the wind was so strong. So production on the back of the stage have got like a traffic light system,
right?
Where if the stage is getting caught by the wind, it picks up, and it, like if it's on amber, you're like, oh, you've got to keep an eye on it and all that. And if it goes, I can't remember the exact crack. I should really look into this for this year. But if it goes on to red for a certain period of time, I think it was like more than like 30 seconds or something like that.
When did you know the amber?
What's that?
When did you know on the traffic lights? Did someone run to you and say, John, it's on amber?
John, we're going to keep an eye on this, and we're going to might have to close it down. I said, we can't fucking close it down. I said, we can't close it down.
So did it go to red at all, or was it just purely amber the whole time?
No, it went to red, but I think if it stayed on red for like 30 seconds or something along those lines, I can't remember. If it stayed on red for more than 30 seconds, and it was like on red for like 10.
How much was yours tapping?
Oh, I can't even like. Oh, without a doubt, like. We had loads of other issues, like external issues, in the run-up to that festival as well, which we'll probably get into at some point.
But Sunday went off brilliant then.
But yeah, Sunday was amazing. Like that was right. I remember just standing back while Mystery Jets were on and going, "We've done all right here," you know.
But did you realise how well you done to the point of the first year? I remember you saying, "Oh, we're getting nominated for an award here."
Yeah.
Did you really think it was going to be that quick to get like newcomer of the year, or?
No, but it was the award what we actually won was the best new festival at the UK Festival Awards. We didn't even expect to be nominated, to be fair. We were nominated by the Festival Awards, and then you had to do a public vote to get you to a certain point to get to a shortlist. Sorry,
yep.
That was it. And then it feels like a eternity ago now.
It does, when you think about it.
And so it was a public vote, and the people in offices just came out in force again and just voted and voted and voted. Absolutely amazing. Couldn't believe it.
Did you know how many?
I don't know how many.
You'd love to know, wouldn't you?
I'd love
just
to
know what that number is.
I'd love to know, but they wouldn't tell us. But yeah, so we got shortlisted, and then that went to like a board of like what's it like judges.
Yeah.
And then we went to the Festival Awards. There was a team of about 5 of us. The team at the time were amazing, you know, absolutely fantastic. And we went there, and we didn't even realise that we'd won. It was in Manchester, a place called Frey Island. There's actually one in Newcastle now. But
you looked at it as just like a day out, a little bit of a pat on the back for getting this for
a day out.
Yeah.
How everybody, let's go to the Festival Awards, we'll get hammered and see what the crack is. We literally started drinking at 9 in the morning in the car on the way there. Not the driver, by the way.
Obviously.
Yeah. But we started drinking early doors, and then we just didn't think. And we were sitting next to, when we got there, it was like, man, we were sitting next to like Why Not Festival and Download and Park Life and that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is like mad.
Did they have celebrity stars there or anything like that?
I didn't see any celebrity stars. There's a band who were doing so well at the minute called the Lottery Winners.
Right.
They were. He was like the singer Tom. He's a great guy actually. He was the host, and they were playing like music in between, like when people were coming up.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting getting pissed and that. And then we just heard our name come out, and then there's a vlog on the internet somewhere.
Right.
We did a vlog of the day. Go on CoastFest YouTube, or CoastCast YouTube, and have a look, because it's a good one. Like, but the guys from Tramlines were like, "Go, you've won!" And I was that hammered. Rachel, bless her, she managed. I got up first and went towards the stage, and she somehow managed to beat us to the stage. I don't know how that happened, but it was amazing. We didn't expect.
Did you have
a
speech in your head?
Well, it wasn't a speech. It wasn't really a speech kind of thing. There was quite a few awards given out for different things, you know. It was like the best medium festival, best small festival. There's loads of stuff. So like you kind of just went up, and then Tom from Lottery Winners kind of did a little bit of a speech for you and said a little bit about the festival, and then we just had to like kind of go, "Hey, we've won in that." And then it was fantastic, man. And it's my proudest achievement, that little block award.
Yeah, of course it is, because you would go from winning that to be like, right, we're going to make the second one as massive as we can. So was it? I mean, I know the answer to this kind of is because as soon as the festival finished the first time, you're already planning the second one. But getting that sort of boost from winning the award, you would have been like, well, let's make this even bigger than what it was.
Well, yeah, blessing and a curse, really. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic that we won it, but it brought new eyes to the festival when it comes to agents and artists. We found ourselves in a position where we could book bigger artists. So we had Professor Green on the second year. We had Badly Drawn Boy and the 70s ska band, The Selector, like pure legends and that come to play.
And did they come to you, or were you still sort of like fishing a little bit with them, but you're using the award as like a...
Professor Green came to us.
Right.
I think his crack was he was meant to be playing, because we were the same weekend as Glastonbury that year.
Right.
And he came on the Saturday, he was meant to be playing Glastonbury on the Sunday, and he didn't actually do the Glastonbury on the Sunday.
Right.
So he was coming to us as kind of like a warm-up festival show.
Yeah.
He hadn't done a gig for a while. But he didn't actually do Glastonbury, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe just got him too pissed or something.
Probably,
I don't know, but it's that award was amazing, man, and it really, really helped us kind of elevate Coast. I mean, it's still dying out on it now. It's 2026, we're in 2023.
Why not?
But well, exactly. But yeah, we do. It's kind of like allowed us to, because it's an industry standard award. It's not just like some crappy award where someone's put together in the garage, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's something that people take note of, and it's been really helpful. But like I say, it's a blessing and a curse. It made us spend more money.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's fantastic. And like I say, it's like kind of all down to the people in North Shields.
So that second year, what was the headliners again? That second year, just off the top of your head.
It was Professor Green on the Friday.
Yeah.
We had The Selector on the Saturday and Badly Drawn Boy, who won the Mercury Prize, on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
Kevin and Perry was that year. Was on the second year? Or was that the third year?
You know what, Kevin and Perry were on that year?
Yes. Because they were brilliant. They were brilliant on the Friday night.
You know what? The fantastic Dean does a fantastic job of.
Too good.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Too good.
Yeah, but it's so good.
To the point he wouldn't come out of character backstage.
I know, you wouldn't. I remember I had to go meet him at the hotel to check them in, and they were like, he goes, he texted saying, I'm at the hotel now, so I went to the hotel to get them checked in and all that, and sort all that out. And he's like, all right, John. What are you doing? I was like, is he in character or what?
Wait, I know all the character because I do professional wrestling outside of here, and it's all about staying in character. But usually when you go backstage, especially with your peers that you work with and all that, you're sort of like, well, you should come out of character really. Yeah. But I'm coming backstage and I'm like, how's it going, lads? Like, are you going far after this? Are you got far to go? What are you staying over or whatever? And it just looked as well, I think we're going here, like Perry, aren't we? And yeah, Kev, I think we're doing it. And I just looked and I'm thinking, lads, it's a gimmick. I know it's a gimmick, right? But no, that's probably the reason why a lot of people say, when people are doing a character that good, is why so good. They're so successful, really.
Well, that's the thing. When they first came on stage, I thought, what the fuck have I done here? Because it just seemed like chaos.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck have I done here? And then after about, not even halfway through the first song, I looked around the field, everyone was just going absolutely nuts. And they were like jumping up and down and all that. And Kevin was on the mic, and Perry was DJ in the background. They were brilliant. And I tried to get them back this, actually, but
I came on stage because I had they asked us to be like, will you just film us or something? And I says, no bother.
Just film me or something.
Chuck, can you do me a little film for you? I says, no bother. So I came up behind him, and I didn't know how it was going to go off, And as I'm filming behind him, I'm like, fucking hell, this is fucking brilliant. This could.
Yeah, there was so, like I say, I tried to get them back.
I'll put that in the video just in the background so you can see.
Oh, have you got it
still? I can do all that. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I tried to get them back this year, but it's just dates are that booked out now. Like, we were very late. We were booking processes because we were touch and go as to whether we were going to be able to go ahead this year,
Yeah.
So we were a bit late in the booking process, but I'll definitely have them back, because they were just.
I mean, even at the end of the show, usually it's like artists away, bang, gone.
Yeah.
These lads stayed behind and took pictures with nearly everyone in the crowd. And you don't get that.
No, you don't.
From your normal artists, you know what I mean?
Some artists do, some artists don't, But I think they're very aware that people would want to get a picture of Kevin and Perry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think some artists are a bit like, because artists are normal people, like they're not like.
But a lot of people would charge for the pictures.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some do meet and greets and stuff like that. I'm not big on charging for meet and greets and stuff like that. Like I just don't think it's the right thing to do. But I think some artists are a bit like, why do people want a picture of me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists are really humble, and like I keep saying to people, like celebrities and artists are just normal people, but their 9 to 5 is playing a guitar or singing. You know what I mean? Or DJing or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
But like they're really quite like humble. Most of 90% of them are humble.
Yeah. But if I remember right, that year was really, really good for Sunshine. And I mean, I know I keep going back to the weather, but like that's half the battle if the weather is perfect. And I remember the Saturday I was quite burnt actually off that Saturday or Sunday.
Well, maybe it was not like being out in the field. There's no real contingency plan. Like if it rains, it fucking rains.
Yeah.
That's just where.
Well, there's talk about this year. There's going to be like, have you seen in the news today? This morning they were like, it's going to be the 4th or the 6th heat wave coming of the summer. And I'm thinking, just hold on for like the end of August.
Well, I know it's a bit of a bingo machine, like, but the long range forecast here is going to be a scorcher, like.
I hope so. Like, it's half the battle, like you say.
Yeah, it is. It's half the battle.
Being in July, obviously the weather's good, but you also get the hay fever.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know if you've noticed. I mean, I've just come away from holiday, you know, and I've been away. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but when you go abroad, the hay fever just disappears.
Aye.
I don't know if it's the chlorine in the pool or whatever. I've come back and it's like, the heat wave was still here when I come back, and it still hasn't done nothing to us. So I don't know how it all works, but August it might be in that field. You shouldn't really get too much of it.
Well, I hope not. We'll do a daily
because
vlogs.
You're usually like buckled with it.
we'll do a daily vlogs on site for the first few days at least of the build of the festival, and every single time I do them, I'm like, I'll die with hay fever now, like big bulging eyes and stuff.
You started doing the vlogs already?
No, what I'm doing at the minute is I'm just doing kind of like a day in the life of CoastFest promoter.
Because you usually do a week off, don't you? The full days.
So these are like mini vlogs of a voiceover I'm doing at the minute. I'm actually filming one today, and we're going to start today, and then maybe it's one every 2-3 days in the run up, and then when we get on site, we'll do like longer form vlogs, sideways on camera, not TikTok way, sideways on camera, and just like do it because people seem to like them, and people like to know what's going on site before they come on site.
Well, it's the excitement of the build up to coming in, isn't it? So it is. I mean, when John starts that, it's like Christmas week. It's like countdown to happening, you know.
Well, that's it. People like.
I think you started it on the third lot of CoastFest is when you started doing the vlogs, if I believe rightly.
It might have been, yeah.
Because I remember that starting up on that. I mean, what was the third year? What was that headlining again?
Third year, that was last year, wasn't it? Bloody hell.
Yes, that's right. This is the fourth.
So we had Laidback Luke.
Laidback Luke, unbelievable, cool guy.
Really cool guy.
I got to talk to him a lot backstage, you know, and it's just such a humble guy.
Yeah. So it's like an international. I mean, it was mad that he put out a poster with all these tour dates on. It was like Miami, Madrid, Barcelona, all these like places in the world. North Shields. That was like.
And I wonder how many people actually looked through that and went, that's the North Shields. You know what I mean?
Well, I've kind of got Marty from Evander Sound to thank for that, because he had the great idea. He says there's actually a music festival going on in Aberdeen on the Saturday. Why don't you just go through the lineup and see who you can get? And I went through the lineup. I thought, Laidback Luke might be decent. So he goes, well. So I emailed the agent, and the crack was, I think if I remember correctly, so so much goes on. So he normally goes out for X amount of money, and then I offered a quarter of that.
Yeah.
I went, I'm really sorry. Like I haven't got that, offered a quarter of it. And then he's like, so you're close to Newcastle. He goes, because Luke's flying into Newcastle and then getting the train the next day to Aberdeen.
So that's quite lucky, because if had he been flying into Edinburgh, he wouldn't have got that booking.
Wouldn't have got that booking, no.
Yeah.
So he was flying into Newcastle on the Friday morning. He did our show on the Friday, and then on the Saturday morning, you got the train up to Aberdeen.
It's madness, man. It
And,
is.
so
When you think about how where he's been.
So thank you, Luke, and thank you, Marty, for that, like, because it was a good little tip off.
So have you took that sort of same process of looking at who's at where and who you could probably nick that way?
Well, there's always a kind of like, I wouldn't say nick. It's all about scheduling.
Yeah.
Like if say I look at an artist and I don't know if I might want to try and boot them, and they've got tour dates already out, and say one of our dates, let's just say the 29th.
Yeah.
This year, whatever, and they've got a day off, and they're in Glasgow. I'll be like, right, come and get this nailed down. But yeah, like one-off gigs cost a lot more than what scheduled tour gigs do.
Yeah. Is that how you're getting Kelly Renner and Licks this year? Are they or anywhere else? Or
Hixie is just coming as a one-off. Kelly Renner is actually at another music festival in Newcastle, but played earlier on in the day.
Right.
So we're really lucky with to get Kelly, because she's the voice of Clubland, isn't she?
Yeah, big time.
So yeah, but back to last year, we had Las Vegas, who are an amazing indie band from the
unreal, yeah.
So good. And James Allen, their singer and songwriter, is just one of the best lyricists I've ever heard. Like he's so good, so good. And they were brilliant. I mean, I took a moment there when they were on, because I really liked that band, and they were absolutely brilliant, and they were so lovely, like so lovely as well. They came in, they were just like, yeah, we'll have a beer with you, we'll have a chat with you and stuff like that. We went on, did the show, no complaints, absolutely fantastic. And that's all you want. All you want is a festival organiser, and for someone like Lucy, the stage manager, that's all you want. You just want people who are going to come and do their show, do it well, to the best of their ability, and then just be nice about it, you know.
Yeah.
And then on the Sunday we had Lindisfarne.
Unbelievable.
Story. I mean, all the classics around here, they were so good. That was our first ever CoastFest sellout day. That was a Sunday. It was the first ever CoastFest sellout day, and it was absolutely madness. I mean, we really pushed the boundaries that year for capacity, if I'm honest with you, on that particular day. But just all the classics. They meet me on the corner, run for home. There's a million and one of them, you know, and they played all the classics, and it was great, because they actually, at the time, I had read the practice room recording studio, and they came in, and on the Thursday, I needed to get off site, my head was blagged, and they came into to practice before the...
Yep, I was there.
Oh yeah, you were there?
I was there.
I was so tired. I listened to, like, Run for Home is one of my favourite songs of all time, you know. And
you were crying, John, at one point?
I don't know whether it was crying because the music was so beautiful, and it was beautiful, by the way.
It was just a full... I think you had a full circle moment, really.
I was just a bit like... I think I was just so tired, and I was like... And I knew it was going to be meant on Sunday. It kind of gave us a bit of like a...
This is why you do it.
Yeah, like this show on the Sunday with Lindisfarne Story Band, headlining CoastFest, is going to be a beautiful moment, and it really was. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It's just it was, especially that when I heard them say Run for Home, I was just... You just think back to your parents who they get you into stuff like that, you know. And
that's it, aye.
Aye, it does. It was brilliant. Right, well, we're going to come back with another episode, but we're just going to put a little full stop on this, because we're just going to try and do 20-30 minutes if we can. So join me on the next episode. From me, Chop, and John.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out. We'll see you then.